Should I stay put or run inside? A sudden wind gave me pause as it whipped through the trees with an intensity that didn't make sense for an otherwise clear afternoon. Where had it come from? What caused the significant change in speed and the unusual play of light across the yard? Without warning, everything felt different. My blouse billowed in the breeze. My hair became a tangled mess around my face, and I released a grip on the garden hose as I left off watering the flowers, determined to take cover from the approaching storm if necessary. Was that the sound of a tornado in the distance? Or simply one gust of wind after another, scraping a piece of metal somewhere on the property? I couldn't be sure, but curiosity drove me around the corner and toward the field across the street, only to see the amber glow of golden hour forming over the open sky. No storm clouds darkening the horizon, no cyclone or whirlwind spiraling against the sunset, just wind and light with an increased intensity from when I first stepped outside. Then, within about 7 or 8 minutes, the wind was gone just as quickly as it had come. I still don't know what caused the sudden shift in the atmosphere, and there's probably a natural, scientific explanation for it. But the experience had enough impact on me that I journaled the details later that evening while still thinking about the unusual event. And the reason I share it with you now is that it came to mind again this week in reflecting on the words of 2 Samuel 5:24, where David sought the Lord about going up against the Philistines. The Lord said not to go up. Instead, come near the mulberry trees, and when you hear the sound of going in the mulberry trees, stir yourself, for then the Lord will go before you and smite the host of the Philistines. David did as the Lord commanded and had victory against the Philistines. In some translations, the sound of going is described as marching, rustling, or shuffling, like the sound of movement or a disturbance among the branches, perhaps a strong and sudden wind. What struck me in the reading is how God used a sudden disturbance to signal victory. A shift in the environment that might otherwise be used to alert the people of an approaching storm. But instead of forewarning danger, the sound in the mulberry trees meant that God was going out before them to smite the host of the Philistines. This passage caused me to consider how I view the winds of change in my own life. Like the unusual afternoon when I was surprised by a sudden shift in the atmosphere while watering my garden. My natural instinct is to look for trouble at the first sign of a disturbance, to run for cover and try to avoid the approaching storm. But when things are shifting and shaking around me, what if the unexpected movement is actually a subtle sign of victory, not a warning of imminent danger? What if it's God's reminder for me and for you that He is going before us? In these uncertain times, may we remember that He will always fight for us. The plan might take on a different form or shape than we expected, and we might be asked to wait near the mulberry trees until He moves us ahead. But either way, He is well aware of our circumstances, and He will reveal His direction when the time is right. Whatever you might be facing today, I hope these words are an encouragement to you. And in closing, I just want to offer a quick reminder that I'll be taking another short break for the next couple weeks. But I look forward to seeing you here again in early September. Until then, friends, take care and stand strong.